Okay, doing a review here of the TILIBOTE 62-piece socket set. Okay, so the description on this is mostly accurate in terms of what you get. They do have 24 hex bits in there. You do have 14 standard sockets, 13 metric sockets. You do get the hex wrenches, a universal joint, the extension bars. You don't get a sliding T-bar for whatever reason, and I have no idea what this is, but whatever it is, you do not get 7 pieces of that. Anyway, that being said, this is actually very capable. It's a good all-purpose fastener set. You know, you could get one of those sets that has like 50 million different hex bits in it, and if you need those, you're probably better just getting like a set of a bunch of bits and then throwing that extra bit or two into this set, because this covers a lot of your needs. Anyway, you can look at the description on it in terms of everything it includes, but I will give you a couple of highlights. So this wrench here is actually very smart. It's chrome vanadium, but if you look at it, it's got this dog leg fashion in it here. So you actually get, when you're working it, you get actually clearance for your knuckles. So you can get in there, and this gives you a little bit of raise up from your working surface, so you can more easily, get to your fasteners and such. The ratchet is two-way on it. There is no middle position, so it either ratchets one way or it ratchets the other. There's no dead stop in the middle, but that's fine. Again, chrome vanadium. It's about 6 inches long, so it definitely holds up to anything I can torque on it at that length. You also get just a straight kind of a screwdriver handle. It's got a 1/4 inch square drive on the end here with a ball bearing detent. That's very nice. It's just a handle, but how often do you see that in a set like this? Very rare, so I think that's a good thing. And it's got another, oddly enough, this is a 1/4 inch square receptacle in the end here. So if you wanted to, you could even throw this thing in the end here and, come up with a very, set the camera down for 1 sec. You can come up with a very odd but interesting implement. Anyway, I'm not sure why you'd want to do that, but you could. You can also then just daisy chain these things. They've got these extenders in here, 2 inches, 4 inches, and a 6-inch flexible. You have an adapter in here, which goes from 1/4 inch square to 1/4 inch hex, which covers all your bits. They threw in 3 Allen wrenches. Fine, kind of a bonus there. Let me show you this flex rod here, a couple little points on that. So one is that this case does hold things very securely. I can't get this out with my bare hands. I gotta pry it out. On the one hand, it's not going anywhere. On the other, it's a little inconvenient, yeah, but whatever. So this rod will flex up to about 90 degrees. That is all that I can flex this thing. It is tough. So I've been able to torque on this, and I mean, it's just solid. If you want like a super flexible one, no, but it's good up to 90 degrees, which should handle most of your applications. Okay, the universal joint. This is another little gem in here. So it's this thing is good to about a 45 degree angle. Sorry, I'm gonna set the camera down one more sec here. Okay, so when you get this attached, you can work it at about, again, I said about a 45 degree angle, and it'll still rotate without you having to, jam it back and forth like that. So this thing's also great. I will comment, there is the button to push here, which gets your little lever coming out there and releases the ball detent. That's very nice, so you don't have to gorilla these sockets off. Anyway, I think it's a very nice set, and it should, it's all chrome vanadium steel. It works great. I would say, again, if you need a specialty bit or two, just get those and throw it in here and then just bring this along. And this should cover pretty much most of your needs. It's well made, it's well thought out, and I very much like it.
I love everything this toolkit includes. It includes all 6-point sockets, which if you know anything about that, you definitely want the 6-point sockets as opposed to the 12-point sockets. It includes a U-bolt, includes some basic Allen wrenches, and it also includes an assortment of adapters. And one thing that I like is it includes this little screwdriver here. So this is perfect. Has everything you need. You can use your socket on it directly to get out any stubborn bolts. This is an excellent emergency roadside toolbox to carry with you. I love too that it has this little bendable piece here. Let's see if I can show this on camera here. So if you have a hard spot, you can actually get in there and bend it around to where you need to go. It includes adapters to make it longer. And I wanted to show you this too. It includes this little adapter here so you can use your square screwdriver with this adapter here. Say for example you got a screw in a weird position, you can actually use this to adjust it. On top of that, it's got this U-bolt adjustment here, so if you're in a really tough spot you can actually use this to swivel it around, whether it be a socket or a screwdriver setting. So all in all, this set has pretty much everything you would need to see and use on a road trip, which is excellent for my needs. Oh, here's the Ratchet 2, if any of you want to see that. It is nicely built. So just so you see that there, how it ratchets. And it does have the flip screwdriver too itself, making it very easy to use. So definitely it's an all-in-one kit. Everything you pretty much need if you do happen to break down at the side of the road, would be great for a homeowner too. I love keeping a set like this in my garage. It makes it easier than going all the way out to the shed itself. Thanks for watching. Just to show you in person, this does ratchet itself. It has a nice little flip here. You can go ahead and ratchet on your screws there. And these are handy to have. If you have a really long spot, you can take this piece here and make a longer piece in it as well. Thanks for watching.
Okay, this is a 62-piece tool set. Got pretty much everything you need. We'll look at some of this. It comes with standard sizes. Goes from 5/32, 3/16, 7/32, 1/4 inch, 9/32, 5/16, 11/32, 3/8, 13/32, 7/16, 15/32, 1/2 inch, 17/32, and a 9/16 right there. Then you have the metric equivalents over here. They're easier to say. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.5, 5, 4.5, 4, metric, and a little universal joint kind of thing you can use for getting into awkward places. You got a couple of hex key of several sizes, smaller ones. You have a handle if you want to do it manually instead of with ratchet, same size for each of the bits so they all fit on there. And on these we have Phillips 3, Phillips 2, and the number 1 Phillips, which is a little more pointed. You can see one right there. That's the number 2 that everything in a computer uses. Most computers, very few use a Torx, and there are some Torx here too. Torxes go from a T8, which is this smaller one right here, T10, T15, T20, 25, 27, T30, T40, and then you have the metric equivalents for the Phillips right there. This one will allow you to go around corners and stuff when you're tightening a bolt. It's pretty snug, but it will bend a little bit for you. Okay. And you can hopefully get that into a tight spot as well. 62-piece toolkit. Don't leave home without one.